bring it back, DJ turn it up, bring it back, DJ turn it up, bring it back, DJ turn it up, DJ turn it up, bring it back, DJ turn it up, bring it back.
Good morning everyone, or evening, or whatever the time it is. Welcome back again to Abus Voice. Today we will again be exploring a very interesting yet fascinating topic. But before proceeding further, watch this video. We all know that it is aircraft that is being de-iced here. But this is how we are protecting the aircraft against the icing conditions. What if I tell you that aircraft knows how to protect itself from the icing conditions 35,000 feet up in the sky? So this is what we are going to discuss in this episode. Today we will be discussing ice and rain protection, and we will find out how does the aircraft protect itself from ice and rain. Also guys, I will be uploading this series of different ATS chapter wise videos covering the most important chapters by uploading a video every 7 to 10 days. So this will be especially beneficial for those students who are preparing for 11A as well as for others. So basically the ice and rain protection system enables unrestricted operation in icing conditions and heavy rain. The different subsystems are as follows: wing ice protection, engine air intake ice protection, probe ice protection, drain mast ice protection, windshield ice and rain protection, ice detection system, and water and waste system ice protection. Further down the video, we will discuss each of these systems individually one by one so that we all can have a basic understanding of how this entire protection system works. So starting from the first and foremost, wing anti-ice protection. Hot air from pneumatic system is being provided to the outboard leading edge slats. The source of air being APU, engine, via pressure regulator and shutoff valve. The air simply enters the wing area via APU or from the engine depending on different conditions, whether the aircraft is flying or on ground, and simply enters to the leading edge slats via series of different ducts. So this is how it works. The air enters the leading edge slats via wing anti-ice valve and enters into the leading edge slats via piccolo ducts and a telescoping duct, as you can see above. So now comes the engine air intake protection. This is done by independent air bleed supply from high pressure compressor of that engine. The engine anti-ice is manually selected by crew in flight or on ground. So taking the example of Airbus A320, the position of engine air intake anti-ice valve is shown on 3 different engines on your screens. So now comes the probe ice protection. The probe ice protection is normally done by electrical heating. The air data probes like AO sensors, TAT probes as well as pitot static probes are heated automatically with at least one engine running. This is done via a probe window heat push button. So now let's see windshield ice protection. This is done by electrical heating for the windows, front and side windshields, which are heated automatically with the help of the push button switch on the overhead panel. So now after windshield ice protection, there is another system known as drain mast ice protection system, which works on electrically heating with the help of the electrical element fitted inside each of the drain mast of different systems. These are electrically heated and are not always in operation but only as per requirements. So after discussing about ice protection, let's talk about rain protection. So the basic protection against light and moderate rains is provided by windshield wiper, as we all know. But what if there is heavy rain? What if the visibility goes too low when the aircraft is flying during heavy rains, during approach or critical phases of flight? What in that case? Now this is where rain repellent system comes in place. The rain repellent system, as the name suggests, simply repels the rain, or you can say it doesn't allow the rain to stick to the surface of the windshield, thereby providing better visibility. In heavy rains, a rain repellent liquid stored in the pressurized container may be sprayed to windshield to improve the visibility. This doesn't work automatically and it is an on-demand system, means it works when the push button is pressed. An important point to note here is that the system is designed to improve visibility in heavy rains only when the wipers are not sufficient, because if otherwise used, the liquids may have adverse effects because of its excessive corrosive nature, as well as may also cause smearing of the windshield when both wipers and rain repellent systems are used in medium rain. In simple words, the rain repellent system just works like an hydrophobic coating, thereby preventing the water to stick to the surface and convert into small beads and flow away with the airflow. So last but not the least, let's talk about the ice detection system. As for a visual indication, there is a visual ice indicator installed in the central retainer of the windshield and can be illuminated to check for icing in dark conditions or in night. Also, apart from this basic system, there is another system that is little bit complex from the last one. This system consists of an entire assembly and a small probe that is protruded into the outside airflow. The probe vibrates at a certain frequency, and as soon as the ice starts to accumulate over the probe, the frequency of the vibration reduces. This is the mechanism with the help of which it detects the presence of ice in the environment. And as soon as the frequency drops below the certain threshold, the ice protection system comes in action. Hope you guys like the video, and even a bit, then support me by subscribing to our channel and sharing this video. All you have to do is hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get a notification each time I upload a video. So stay tuned, and wishing you good luck from Airbus Boys. Keep learning.